Alright, so I tried to post this video last night. I had a video up very shortly, and then I very shortly privated it. I didn't like the video. I didn't think I articulated my points in a really, really good way, so I decided to just remake the video altogether. Some of you saw it, a lot of you didn't, but today we're going to watch a clip here of Destiny just be extremely racist and Islamophobic toward Hasan Piker. The clip is just absolutely horrible in every way, shape, and form. I think Destiny needs to be banned from YouTube. I believe this is where he streams here on YouTube. YouTube needs to ban him. I'm calling on YouTube right now to ban Destiny completely from the platform. He has no right to be here after this clip. There's a lot of things I think that would constitute Destiny being banned, but after this, I feel like there's no exception. He doesn't need to be here. So where does all of this start? So a couple days ago, Hasan Piker had Rashid Al-Haddad. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. Rashid Al-Haddad, and some of you might have heard of him. The internet is dubbing him, calling him the Tim Houthi, as in the Houthi movement, Tim Houthi Chalamet, which, you know, I guess the reason people are calling him that is because I guess some people think he looks similar to the actor Timothy Chalamet. But Hasan posted the entire interview on his YouTube channel. He did it live on his stream, interviewing Yemeni Timothy Chalamet, and I think it's a really great interview. You guys should definitely go and watch it. Hasan does something that most all mainstream media don't do, and also other political commentators don't do, which is give this guy who wouldn't normally have a platform or a voice to share his message, share his story, and, you know, talk about what's been going on. So the reason he had him on the stream is because recently the Houthi have been seizing merchant ships, okay? Merchant ships from the U.S. and some other countries in the Red Sea. And the reason they're doing that, the reason that they are doing this is because they are trying to raise awareness about the ongoing genocide in Gaza. The reason that they're doing this is because they're trying to get the U.S. to stop funding Israel, and apparently, at least from the response the U.S. has had and other countries, because we've been striking them, we've been bombing them since this has been going on with these ships. The U.S. cares more about money, which is not surprising. They care more about these ships than they do about the people in Gaza. Not surprising at all. You know, we're the bad guys every single way that you look at it. We are always in the wrong. We are always doing some type of heinous shit to other countries. We've been bombing Yemen for a long time. But Hasan tweeted, "I interviewed the Yemeni quote-unquote pirate yesterday, and all he cares about is freeing Palestine. Turns out he's not a part of any militancy, according to him, and is 19. Spent most of his life being bombed. Says he welcomes all who defend Palestine, no matter their background, up on my YouTube." And again, I definitely recommend you guys go and check out the full interview because it's really, 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 really good. It's like I said, he's giving a voice to this kid and, you know, giving him a platform in order to spread his message, which is really cool and something you don't see mainstream media do. I feel like Majority Report are really the only ones that are pretty good at doing that. Now, not the only ones, but they're probably, him and Majority Report and Hasan, I think, are the two best. And Emma Vigeland, I think, had a really, really good take here that we're going to look at in just a second. But let's get into the Destiny clip here. So I could only find this entire clip in a Philip DeFranco video. I don't want to give Destiny a view on his channel again. He needs to be banned from the platform for this. But Hasan makes a little bit of a joke here. He makes a little bit of a joke about some anime. It's One Piece. He makes a joke about One Piece, and this is Destiny's response to Hasan just making a light joke throughout this entire interview, which, again, this is a really great interview.
We think the Houthis, Ansar Allah, is doing what Luffy would do. You should tell him that.
God, he's so f***ing cringe. He's like such a cringe f***ing loser. I would pay we'd raise $1 million to send this dude to go fight in Yemen, and then all of us would volunteer for the Navy. Holy shit, he's such a cringe, LARPing loser. I cannot believe, like, nobody in the history, no fascist ever could have dreamed of such an amazing representation of socialism as the most anti-American, like, pro-Islamic terrorist, you know, Turkish immigrant loser that is, like, cheering on attacks on merchant ships as this multi-millionaire guy living in West Hollywood.
On the other side of this,
okay, so there's a lot to unpack in that Destiny clip there. The first thing that I want to say is Destiny calling Hasan cringe is some of the most unself-aware BS I've ever heard in my life. Look at yourself. Number one, you just called this guy an Islamic terrorist. He's not an Islamic terrorist. Number two, you literally just called for Hasan to be killed. He said that he would raise put up $1 million to send Hasan to Yemen and then get his followers to enlist in the Navy so that they can kill him. That's what you just said, and you're calling Hasan a loser? And you're calling him a cringe? Look in the fucking mirror, man. Seriously. I can't engage with Destiny fans on any level because they are just fucking idiots. If you still support this guy after what he just said, and also a slew of other horrible, dumb shit that he said, then your brain is fucking broken. I don't know what else to tell you. But the other thing that I didn't see him address is, the fact that the U.S. cares more about these ships than they do about an ongoing genocide. We're funding an ongoing genocide, but he cares more about these merchant ships. Destiny calls himself a progressive, a liberal, whatever. No, you're not. You don't care about what really matters, which is people's lives. You care more about these goddamn these merchant ships. Again, it's so hard for me to even engage with this clip. But he did the meme where he said, I couldn't think of a better representation of socialism than Hasan, because Hasan has a house in Hollywood. He literally did the meme, socialism equals no house. So he's a complete fucking clown in every way, shape, and form. But he also calls him he says a Turkish immigrant. Like, he's just being fucking racist. He's being straight up racist. I don't know what Hasan's Turkish ethnicity has anything to do. I don't know what this has he's a Turkish American, number one. I don't know what that has anything to do with this clip. He made a joke about anime in this, again, really, really great interview. He cracks one little joke about it, and he literally lost his shit. Destiny's jealousy of Hasan is so blatantly obvious that this dude can't even help himself but be racist and Islamophobic toward him, because Hasan is way more successful than Destiny, very clearly. And there's just no level. There's no... The thing that pisses me off the most about this is that I see these clips from people like Destiny, and they have a larger platform than I do. They have a way bigger platform, and then they say shit like this. They want to say shit like this. Destiny could, which he's not going to because he's a horrible, fucking, disgusting human being. He could be using his very large platform to maybe talk about what Hasan was talking about with Rashid al-Haddad, which is the fact that they're doing this to try to raise awareness for the ongoing genocide that the U.S. is funding in Gaza. But no. Destiny wants to use his platform to be a fucking racist, disgusting, nasty piece of shit. It just pisses me off. I would never, ever, and this isn't about me, but I would never get on here and say some horrible, awful, nasty, disgusting, heinous shit like that about anybody, even the people that I hate the most. And I hate Destiny, and I would never say, yeah, we should kill him. We should send him over so he can get killed. I would never say some shit like that. And then Destiny's fans, like I said, I have a tweet pulled up here from someone that follows Destiny, a big Destiny fan, that also, pays for Twitter Blue, so totally trustworthy. She said, Hasan brought an actual Nazi terrorist on his stream. He and his chat spent the whole time jerking him off. Destiny fucking had Nick Fuentes on his stream. Destiny had dinner with Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes is a neo-fucking Nazi. That dude's a Nazi. Straight up. The people that are going around online, and I've seen a lot of people say this, they're saying Hasan is repeating Nazi talking points about what the Houthi are doing. Even Vosh thinks that Hasan is doing Nazi propaganda when he talks about the Houthi movement. And it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's just the most dumb shit ever, and I can't even engage with it. Emma Vigeland with a really, really good, pretty funny satirical tweet here. Very unproductive. This is in response to Hasan's tweet. I think that this is probably the best worded response to all of this. Very unproductive. I'd instead like to focus on the intrinsic moral character of the monolithic Houthi as a white person in the West, which is definitely not racist, and I'll scream at the top of my lungs if you ask me to examine my assumptions. And a lot of people in the responses to her tweet didn't understand that this is very clearly satire, but I think that that's probably one of the best responses. Again, this guy, he has a Rashid Al Haddad. Again, I'm really sorry if I'm mispronouncing that name. He's got a Twitter here. This is his Twitter account. He also has a TikTok, which I think is where he's getting a little more traction. That's, I think, where he's a little more popular over on TikTok. I don't go on TikTok. I don't use TikTok for anything. That's just not for me. It's like I said, I made this video last night and I didn't really like it. I didn't think I articulated my points in a really good way. I was having a hard time getting it out. I think it's just because that clip just really pisses me off, and Destiny needs to be banned from this platform. I don't want to share this platform with him. He doesn't deserve to have his voice shared on this platform if he's just going to be fucking racist and Islamophobic. So that's going to be it for the video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, press that bell, turn on all notifications so you guys never miss an upload. And guys, please, please, please let me know what you thought of Destiny being a fucking racist piece of shit. If you've seen the Hasan interview, let me know what you thought. If you go and watch the Hasan interview, maybe you weren't aware of it before, come back and let me know what you thought of the Hasan interview, and I will see you guys in the next one.